What's up, guys? TBC Goldmaker here. I have recently started leveling a character on the TBC or on the anniversary realms. All of my friends or all of the people I play with are going to play Horde. I don't have a Horde character, so I need to start from scratch. So I'm going to talk a little bit about sort of an outline for a plan from this point on until TBC launches. If you wanna, what you may want to prepare. If you want to be in a good position for TBC, and sort of what I'm thinking of doing. We'll see how much I have time to play, but that's the general idea. First, I want to outline the goals. Obviously, you need to get to level 60. That's one of the goals. I want to get an epic mount. I want to max out two crafting professions, and I want a healthy gold stockpile on top of that. So that would be like a couple of thousand gold at least. During the original classic run, I had about 3,000 gold when TBC rolled around, and that was enough to make a lot of gold. I also had maxed out professions. So that's sort of where I would aim to be. Now, obviously, I don't have that much time until TBC launches, so whether or not I get all of them is up in the air, but that's sort of what we're aiming to, and that's what the plan, or what I'm going to outline today, is sort of aimed at. Now, obviously, when I look at those goals, the first thing I see is that the gold stockpile I need, the total gold, is quite a lot. I need to be able to power level 2 professions with gold. I need 3,000 gold, and I need like 1,000 gold for my mount, and then obviously all of the stuff you need for getting your skills. So that's a lot of gold. So I think that gold is in many ways the larger bottleneck than leveling. Leveling, you can just make progress every day. But gold, especially when you're starting out, and I have like 15 silver right now, that's not a lot. Gold goes up very slowly, like when you're level 9, like this Auric Shaman is. Don't have access to any professions, don't have access to any high-level zones, can't really farm anything effectively, can't craft anything, I can't do anything. So gold is really the bottleneck, and also like a couple of weeks time to make a lot of gold. You really want to get the gold part of this started. So like I really want very quickly to get enough gold where I can start doing some material flipping on the auction house, to where I can do the auction house. So I really need to accelerate my gold if I'm going to hit those goals, because that is something that if I can get like a little bit of a head start, if I can get to like 50 gold and start flipping, then that's going to help me make gold by very little effort. Like I can log on my banker once or twice a day, and I'll be able to make like a decent chunk of gold from that, and then I can level, and I'll obviously be making gold while leveling as well. So I need to get a kickstart to my gold, and that's quite important. Now, one thing I haven't done yet, which I will do, is make another character and just run it into an Orgrimmar, put it on the auction house essentially, so that I can do material flipping and I can do my buying and selling from that character. I haven't done it yet because I don't really have enough gold to do anything on the auction house yet, so there's no real point. But once I hit like get a couple of more levels in, then we'll do it. So that's going to be quite important. Now, on the character I'm leveling, I'm going to pick up some gathering professions. I have herbalism right now. That's just because the herbalism trainer was down in Senjin village. I am planning to go with mining and enchanting most likely. Mining, very obvious. A lot of people are going to be leveling jewel crafting, so mining is a very high value gathering profession right now, in my opinion. I'm going to try to keep that up to date while leveling as much as possible. Enchanting, just to disenchant some rewards, and also possibly to do the Greater Magic Wand vendor shuffle to get like a couple of gold, or make sure I have enough to get some bags and just speed up my be able to grab weapons as well. I'm going to level as enhancements so I can keep leveling quickly. Outside of that, I really want to focus on leveling for the first part, because I need to hit a little bit higher level just so I can get more raw gold from killing mobs, from doing quests and stuff. So the level I'm really aiming to get to as quickly as possible is like level 20. Then I'll get Spirit Wolf, which means I can do a little bit like semi-efficient farming of low level materials. Then I might do some farming, just level up my get my mining to like 150 and see how much gold I can make from that, and then see if I then will have enough gold at level 20, if I can generate enough gold for my banker to start doing material flipping. And then I might also start leveling like one of the crafting professions. It depends a little bit. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research for that. But I mean, as soon as I have like a couple of hundred gold, I'll want to start leveling one of the professions, because right now a lot of people are leveling. A lot of people are getting back into the game for TBC anniversary. People are leveling new characters. So there's a really big market of leveling characters that you can sell to. So if you can craft items that are useful for leveling, they should sell quite quickly at the moment. So that's why I want to get my professions going, because I think that there are quite a few items that you can sell. There's also to the people who are preparing to speed level their blood elves, obviously, once the actual pre-patch goes on. Then as I level it, I'm really going to go all in on material flipping, like I did with the 0 to 1,000 gold challenge early on in the anniversary realms. And also because I believe that a lot of the classic materials will just keep their value. So I'm going to just invest and keep doing material flipping, do a lot of that. Alongside whatever I can get out of my professions. And then it's just going to be a question of like, how long do I keep mining? Do I do some max level farming if I get to max level before that? Obviously, you can make a good chunk of gold from a lot of different mobs. I'm also going to prioritize maybe doing some mob grinding if there are mobs that have good drops, which there are quite a few. Like back in Classic, I was doing like whelps in the Badlands. And remember where they are. Like there's whelps over here in the Badlands that drop have a high drop rate for the small flame sack, which is very useful in the first phase of Classic for the fire protection potions. So that's something you can do if I'm in the right zone, but overall I don't expect to do a lot of that. If I'm going to be farming, I'll probably be doing mining. Mithril, thorium, both quite relevant once we get closer to TBC. So that's sort of the outline. Now, obviously, if you want to get like epic mount, 2 max level professions, and a war chest in time, starting from scratch right now, there's no real substitute for effort. Like I do have to put in time if I want to make it. You have to put in quite a bit of effort and time to get there. So as I said, I'm not sure how much time I will have. So we'll see if I can reach all those goals. But I wanted to put them down just to be like, have a good idea of, if I want to reach these things, what do I need to focus on first? And the big realization, as I said earlier, is the fact that I need to accelerate my gold. I need to get a small war chest as fast as possible so that I can grow that with material flipping. Because there are a lot of gold making methods that just require gold. Like material flipping is the chief one that's really easily accessible. Once I have 10, 20, 50 gold, I can start using that to just multiply itself with not that much effort. And I can do that on the side while leveling the character, and that's just going to help me double dip. So I really want to get to that point as fast as possible. And then it's just using every tool at my disposal, combining farming with crafting, and material flipping, as well as leveling to just get there. So that's it. That's sort of an outline for what you can do starting from this point if you want to get to a really good position to start TBC. Obviously, if you already have like a couple of thousand gold, then if you already maxed level, then just sell to people leveling, like me. Sell gear, find various crafted items that are very useful for leveling, sell weapons, find ways to sell shovels while everyone's out shoveling. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.